Religion is a social construct. The government supports Christianity and many other religions here in America because you need money to fund religion, regardless of what religion it is. You need money to build churches, you need money to build temples. Religion was created to bring people together for an idea or to support the big picture. Don't get me wrong, if religion helps you get up every single day and it, gives you a sense of independence, well, so be it. Keep doing it. I'm not saying religion is a bad thing. My only gripe or criticism I have against religion, regardless if you're a Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, my only gripe is that people will get into religions and avoid self accountability and just hide behind the religion and then try to use people's emotions against them for selfish reasons. You can basically say they try to build a cult within the religion that is outside of what it means to be a good human being that you should be doing. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of like, even though I grew up in Buddhism, which is more of like a self-teaching, self-preaching, very, very independent thinking mindset when it comes to um, being a good human being on this earth. I will give, where credit is due because I don't know about Christianity that much. I won't speak too much of it, but I will tell you that most Christians I've came across will always talk about how God this, God that, how Jesus did this, how Jesus did that. Or, they put a lot of effort into promoting reading the Bible. But when you look at the individual, you'll see that they themselves haven't even put in that work that they're telling you. They're not even trying to improve their lives. They're kind of being blinded by hope that one day things will change when they themselves are the ones that are supposed to put in the change. And this is like I said, this is the criticism I don't like. So instead of trying to fix themselves and lead others into the direction that they have to lead themselves first into, they rather take advantage of the situation and manipulate others under their own will and try to form their own cult, right? Like at the end of the day, you could say content creators are cult leaders or cult leaders. But for me, I'll be honest, I don't really care about becoming a cult member or cult leader. I just want to spread awareness that there's still good human beings out here on this earth. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to join a religion unless you want to go it for the social benefits and networking of being a human. I, I think I think most people really do that for that sole reason. And then at the end of the day, they'll go home and then, drink, beat their wives, beat their kids, or go do something very sinning as, out of what they call, that's kosher or I don't really know. I just know that religion ain't what it's supposed to ain't what it seemed like. And I met a lot of people who were so-called devoted believers in Jesus Christ and God, and they just were just pieces of shit at the end of the day. And it makes you like self-reflect. Are you the problem or are they the problem? But when you take a step back and you're mature enough to realize who you really are, you'll realize that it was never you in the first place. It was them having a problem with you because you never took the time and day to devote yourself to a religion, and you didn't need that. What you use or what I use was the belief system that I could do it. I've been through worse and I could keep going. I know my limits. Like for example, I'm not a morning person, but somehow, some way, I woke up 30 days straight to go to school at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then spend there 4 hours and then go to my full-time job right after and be, up and about for about 15 to 20 hours a day. I mean, yeah, my back hurts. My lower back is killing me, but I didn't rely on God. I relied on my future. I relied on telling myself that if I don't lay this foundation in the present moment, then I won't have anything down the road in the future. I'm just going to be in the same situation I am now. In other words, I know what's on the other side if I don't take this action. And it wasn't God who told me this. It was me. And when people say, God told me this, God told me that, what they're really saying is that it was them the whole time. The day for 4 days out the week, I told myself, okay, I have to wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning because I got to drive 40 minutes to the school that I'm attending to pursue my career. I told myself every night before I go to sleep, like how I told myself to study for these exams. Nobody told me to do this. I did. And I'm not trying to come off as like arrogant, condescending, or that, I'm a superior being. I'm just saying that God is not like this like, spiritual or, whatever, how magic that they want you to believe. It's all in you at the end of the day. If you choose not to do what you want to do, then or you choose not to change, then you won't change. And it's just how it is. And that's one of the blessings of being in America. You have no choice but to change. And if you don't change, then you're gonna just be swept under your feet as if like you don't know what just happened. And this is the cost of being ignorant. And that's worse than being poor and worse than being broke. Just being ignorant 24/7 and not trying to understand the situation or what's around you or what's going to happen if you don't change. And that's why I respect immigrants who came from nothing because they know what's on the other side. And it's not pretty, it's not exciting. And it's way better than what they're doing now. I'll put it this way. Their current situation is way better than what they've seen in their past. And this is what many Americans do not understand. But I digress. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.